away by some of the facts that I found on the website. One was Eureka. It's actually she was the first and only African American female officer in the city of Falls Church Police Department.
Wow, that's a wow. You go, girl.
I'm honored to be on your show today and to be able to share my story. I don't take it lightly at all, and I.
Okay. I'm gonna start off by putting out. I'm not good at stuff. I'm not good at talking about me. I can talk about a whole bunch of other stuff.
I know. I was about to say, let them think their phone, their screen froze.
Oh my God!
Yes, we're live.
We're live, guys. We're live.
We're waiting for everybody to get on. I'm gonna say it's Angie and Renee.
It's Angie and Renee, but not Renee.
It is Angie and Renee. Oh my God. It's Angie and Renee, but we have a special guest, LaShawna.
Hey. I'm so used to being quiet.
I know.
I was like, do I speak or do I not?
Hey Facebook. Hey Instagram.
Hey, Facebook. Hey, Facebook, it's Angie and Renee.
You are not Renee.
Even during this time, God, we pray for favor because we know that you are able to do it. And He was with him. He pushed him in a stroller while he was running. He had him in a boat while he was swimming.
Amazing. They let me feel comfortable in speaking, and I'm so grateful for this platform.
Hey Facebook, YouTube.
I'm steadily running my mouth and got myself on mute.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. It's Angie
and Renee.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Miko.
Hey, Miko.
Oh my gosh. Too funny. Too funny.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yes.
It is.
So, you got a wow factor?
I do. So our show today is an echo.
Oh Lord. I have an echo.
I hear it. Is it me?
I can't hear it.
I hear it.
You hear when I talk?
No, it's gone.
Okay.
So we do have a wow factor in our show today. We're talking about battling depression, and we received our topic from a trending topic about a single mom who committed suicide. They're not sure if she committed suicide or it was an accident, but her last message was basically that it was a suicide. So the wow factor leads into that. And I found the numbers. It says apparently 30% of single mothers reported symptoms of depression and anxiety, and 14% of parents who are married reported anxiety and depression. So there's a big difference there. Of course, when you have someone there to kind of help with the load. And also found out that single moms, 37% reported higher stress than those who are with partners. those who are with partners reported 26%. So 37%, 26%. And I thought that was like a wow factor to find that the numbers are, they're so high.
Yeah. That is I mean, that's definitely a wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really sad. But when women go through their hormone changes.
Yes.
But then it's like after having a baby, like your hormones are like all over the place.
Yes.
And I don't think that we talk about that enough.
No.
Or we don't we don't educate people enough, but then we also don't, what is it I'm trying to say? Like there's still, even though like we've been talking about mental illness for, a lot more recently, right? Yes. There's still that stigma of it. I can remember that one time, and this was a year or so ago, probably a couple years ago. It was another, I think it was a young lady. She had murdered her baby. She killed her baby, and then it was saying that she was dealing with postpartum depression. Mm-hmm. And, there was some comments that were on there that were like, postpartum depression, it is real. I'm not saying, they were saying, I don't agree that, with her killing her baby, I'm not saying that's okay. Yeah. But moms do go through that. And then there was somebody on there that was like, nah, I never heard of anybody going through that. And that's, if that happens and they weak and this and that. Number one, it was a guy. So you don't have you can't say nothing. Yeah. That's one. But two, if you've never experienced that, then, even as a female, like you can't, it's hard for us to judge. And I think that a lot of times people will either not say anything because they don't want people to look at them as weak. Yeah. Or, oh, she's crazy. I'm having these feelings. I'm really having these thoughts. And sometimes you feel guilty. Mm-hmm. And you feel ashamed because you're like, especially if you're a mother, a new mom, and you're like, I just gave birth to this baby and I'm supposed to be loving it. And I just want it to be quiet. Like, I don't want to deal with this baby right here anymore. My emotions can't handle it. So I think that we need to be able to, really take away that stigma and stop making people feel ashamed to say stuff, right? Because that's a big, big part of it.
I agree with you. And it's like, if you haven't dealt with it, you can't really speak on it. Mm-hmm. And I remember that, my children were a little older, but I battled with depression so much being a single mom because you are dealing with the stress by yourself. Mm-hmm. And I went to an individual, just saying, I'm stressed out. Like they keep arguing, they keep fighting. And the person looked at me and the person said, well, let me ask you a question. And I said, huh? And they said, were you married when you had them? And I said, no. And they said, okay, this is one of the things that you have to deal with. Yes. And I was just like, I'm reaching out for help.
Right.
And this is the response that I get. Okay. I won't be coming to you again for help. Yeah. And after that, it was kind of like, Renee, you have to deal with this on your own, was how I felt. Mm. Because it was at that time, it was hard for me to even reach out to somebody. Mm-hmm. But for the person to respond like that, I was just like, okay. I guess I do have to
know
myself.
But that's so not true. I that's not true, because you could have somebody in the house. I mean, because if you've never dealt with depression,
yes,
be quiet. And I'm not talking about you feel a little sad today.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We all, most of everybody, and if you've never felt sad about something then I don't know, you're not being real about the situation. But
Yeah.
I'm not talking about where you're feeling sad about something. I'm talking about if you've never had to battle depression.
Yeah.
Because it's not it's one of those that it's a disease that you can't see. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that you can't just say, I'm over it.
Yeah.
You know, oh, well, you can do this to do that. Now you can say, okay, I know my triggers.
Yeah.
You know, so let me try to stay away from those, or I know that it's coming on. So let me try to find different ways in how I can manage it better. Right.
Yeah.
Because that was I mean, me myself, I deal with depression. And at one time it was really, really bad.
Yeah.
But I did say, you know, I was like, I'm not going to allow myself to get that bad again.
Yeah.
And so when I find myself getting into those places where, you know, I'm like, I'm feeling sad, and I try to figure out, you know, what is it that's making me sad? You know, what is the situation? And I ask for help.
Yeah.
So
you have to, you know, and go to the right people.
That's it.
Yeah, go to the right people when you need help. You know, going back to the single mom, like I was in that position. Like what she did, I will never forget. I was driving and I thought that same thing. I was like, you know what, I could literally just end it. Let me take my car and just, if I drive it into this traffic over here, I won't have to worry about it. I was like, my kids will be taken care of. I have life insurance. Like that was my state of mind, because it was just like, I did not want to deal with stress, you know, life, bills, trying to make decisions for you and your children. Like it does get to the point where it's like it's unbearable. But I can honestly say that it was the hand of God and his word that helped me to realize, like, Renee, you're going to make it past this point. But some people, you know, without God, you do get to the end because you're trying to do it yourself. We're battling things ourselves. That's why the Bible says, cast our cares on him. And it's, you know, like I said, the word, if it wasn't for the word that was in me that day, like I'm driving and I'm like leaning over this way, thinking about driving it that way. It was nothing but the word of God that stopped me from doing that.
Amen.
But unfortunately, this mom, you know, she didn't make it.
Yeah, that's why it's really, really important that it is nice to have people, you know, that you can go to, that you can talk to, you can lean on. But I think that even more important is that you build a relationship with God. Because what happens if I call and Renee's not available? You know,
or you get what I got.
Or or you'll
be all right.
Who you think that would be there to be able to give you some comfort, and then it's just like a slap in the face. So that's kind of like, okay, well, I'm already feeling this way. So thank you for that confirmation. You just made it way worse. So yeah, I think that it is important. And, you know, that's really one of the biggest tricks of the enemy, is where he starts is in your mind. You know, and that's why it is important, you know, like you said, it was the word of God that was in you that was like, because the flesh will be like, okay, let's just end it. Right. But your spirit will be like, no, it's not worth to do.
And that's what, you know, that's what happens. You know, even when I lost my mom, I was battling with that. And the enemy played with my mind so much to tell me, you know, you need to be with your mom. And I couldn't verbalize to anybody, you know, how I felt. And when you're in that state of mind, what people say to you, you know, when tragedy happens or when you're going through a tough time, it matters. And if I didn't have, you know, Malia and Nikki telling me, you know, Nay, it's going to be okay, pray, call on God. She's telling me scriptures and things in my ear. I really don't know if I would be here, because at that point I wasn't strong enough in the word of God to know, what the word says, what God says concerning me and concerning my future. So there are a lot of people who are out there battling with depression, and they need somebody to speak life to them. Like you said, the gentleman was saying the depression and what the person was going through wasn't real. It's real.
Yeah.
And it's something, like you said, that you may not be able to see. People are walking around every day just like us, and they're battling with things internally. They have a smile on their face like this, but in the inside, they are dead.
Yeah.
And we need, it's time to be spiritual enough. We talked about this Sunday in Sunday school, to discern beyond what you see right here. And people need that right now because of what is going on. Yes, Tamiko said it is real. It is real.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I don't know. I really feel bad for that young lady, because she did cry out. Like, she was asking for help. And I think we touched on this in Sunday school as well, because we were saying, how some people, they'll put stuff on social media.
Yes.
And, we're like, is this like for attention? Is this for, for what? But even if it is for attention, maybe they need the attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't know. What up, Sean?
Yes, and some people do need that attention. And we don't always have to post it on their post. You can inbox somebody, and the things that she said, like she put on one post, I'm checking out. I'm sorry, but I can't keep battling depression. Something like that. We have to go beyond it's none of my business, or I'm gonna pray for you. Somebody posts something like that and you're close enough to them and you know who they are, you know their address. I'm going to call the police. I need you to go do a welfare check. I need you to check on this person to make sure they're okay. We have to get out of this mentality. It's none of my business, or I'm not snitching because they did this on social media. No, if I know where you live at, I'm telling you now, Renee is sending the police to your house to do a welfare check. Because we need to make sure you're good. And if you're joking, guess what? You won't ever do that again.
Right. Right. I think, this is kind of like, and we're coming up into the season now.
Yes.
Where a lot of people tend to fall into, to depression, because it's, usually like around the holidays, they're missing their loved ones, or they're feeling lonely. And I can say, for me, I have been in a very crowded room and still felt alone.
Yes, it happens.
And some people don't understand that, because, they feel like you feeling alone means that you're by yourself. That's not always necessarily true.
Yes.
There's no, like there could be no connection there, or, you're dealing with some things on the inside.
Yes.
But you're still trying to play the part.
Yeah. It's a routine. Yeah. It's a routine. That's why you have to know. And you have to recognize when your family or your loved ones, or those your friends, when something's off. You know when somebody is off, when you're just like, I know what you're saying, but something's not right.
Right.
Like, and like you said, some people now, social media is a diary now. So for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And they'll put that on there, like what she was doing, reaching out for help on social media. But also, like you said, you have to recognize when a person is withdrawn, because you can have, like you said, a room full of people and everybody is talking and communicating and laughing, and you have that one person who may be off to themselves. that's when you know something, something's not right.
Right. And that's why it is it's important to really to for us not to be so self-absorbed.
Yeah.
And then to really read the room.
Yes.
And to be able to share the love. And you never know. And it doesn't have to be anything that's real big, real deep, real long. It could just be, I recognize you today.
Yeah.
I see you today. Or I see you right here in this moment. Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Your hair looks nice. I mean, don't tell a lie, but I try to make sure that I recognize people. You know what I'm saying? I see them, because we can get so busy and so engrossed in what we're dealing with or what we're doing, that we don't see other people.
Yeah.
And it could just be that, hello, how are you? That saved a person's life. Or have a great day. That I think I read, it's a we call it like a quote, like one of the best accessories that you can wear is a smile.
I love that.
And it's free. That's one of your best accessories that you can wear is a smile.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do. So what would you say if you were to come across a post like this where the person is saying, I'm checking out. I can't do this anymore. What would you say to somebody like that?
Well, I would reach out to them.
Yeah.
Right. And just be like, how can I help you? What is it that you're checking out of? How can I help you right here, right now? And it doesn't always have to be money.
Yeah.
Like I said, it could just be, I need somebody to just go ahead. I'm gonna be here, just get it all out.
Yeah.
Just be able to be there, to be able to allow somebody to just vomit it all up and get it out. So then that way, they're able to verbalize, because sometimes we're the people who will actually find our own solutions.
Yeah.
Because as we're talking about it, and somebody's just like, okay, well, what is it that you can do to make this different?
Yeah.
Right. What would it be? What would it take to get you out of this situation?
Yeah.
What is within your parameters? Like the serenity prayer is, what does it say? To accept, I got it right here. Accept that grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change and change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Right? So we have to know, okay, is this something that I can change?
Yeah.
Most things in life you can.
Yeah.
They may not be able to change exactly the way that you want them to.
Yeah.
But you have, we have power to be able to change certain things. Now, can she change that her kid's father wasn't there if he doesn't want to be there? No. Now, that's something I cannot change. How can I make this better? Okay, so that's something that's out of my power. What do I have the power to do?
Yeah.
Does that mean that I need to, you need the help and support? So does that mean that I need to widen my circle to be able to say, nay, I need about 45 minutes to an hour, just quiet. Can you watch these kids for me? And it's things like that. What is it that we can do? So we just have to help people find the different solutions. So I would reach out to her and ask her, what is it that I can do to be able to help you?
I think that makes a world of a difference. And while you were talking, I was thinking of something. Pastor said it 2 weeks ago, and I was just like, you hear something like, yeah. But he was talking about, he said, for those who are, and I'm paraphrasing, not saying exactly, but he was saying for those who have committed suicide, if they would have just waited like one more day, just waited to see, what the outcome may have been. And I think that's what we have to learn to do. And I love the Bible where it says, Lord, give us this day our daily bread.
Yes.
We tend to want to focus on tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, next week, next month. No, like if we focus on today, God, thank you for providing my needs for today. I have a roof over my head today. I may be put out tomorrow, and I'm just using that as an example.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But today, but society today doesn't focus on today. They focus on next week, next month. You have to have a 5-year plan. No, you don't know what next year is going to be like. Focus on the next day, focus on 6 months, focus on 1 month.
Right.
And that's where a lot of people get caught up and get distracted, because people will tell you, if you don't have a 5-year plan, you're not going anywhere. And I'm saying we should think ahead, but come on now.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes we're in a position where we can't think ahead.
Yeah.
I need to
nothing
be
wrong
able
with
to,
that.
like, I'm hungry right now. I can't think about anything else
Me too.
but food. You know what I'm saying? You can't think about anything else but food.
Yeah.
And we need to be able to help the people with their natural needs.
Yeah.
Like at that time, like if she was here and she's like, I need 5 minutes. Like,
and that's what she said.
Yeah.
I can't go to the bathroom without my kids coming after, I don't have a moment to myself.
Honey,
and
I know.
And we've been there, what I'm saying?
Yes, we have.
It's just like, like I said, the response that I got was just, it hurt, but I was just like, this is why people don't reach out for help. I already know what the situation is.
Right. I asked you that.
You know what I'm saying? I already know what the situation is. I'm reaching out for help. Right. Not saying take my kids. I'm asking you to help me with a solution.
Right.
So we have to be careful when people come to us with something like that we're not like, well, you weren't married when you had them, so what you got is what you got.
And listen, we know that, yes, there's consequences with doing things.
Yes, and I understood that too. Yes.
We got that. But I didn't ask you that. And guess what? I mean, I don't need you to beat me up. I beat myself up enough.
Yeah.
So that's not what I'm here for. I'm asking you, it's here, it's now, and to be able to give me a solution going forward.
Yeah.
And just because you're married doesn't mean that things are going to be perfect. It doesn't mean that, that you still might not deal with postpartum depression.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean any of that. These are things that are internal, married or not. Now I'm not here saying, just go out and have kids and, do things out of order. Because even if you're married, not all married couples need to have kids. How about that?
And believe it or not, this young lady, I didn't know, but she was married. Her and her father were divorced. They just got divorced. So because they were divorced, she was saying that he wasn't helping her with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a situation where she was married,
right?
Got a divorce, and she blatantly said, he wasn't helping her.
Yeah. So yeah, right there. That just goes to show. I feel bad for her children, if she had any family that now they're kind of like, wow, maybe I should have.
Yeah, her mom started a GoFundMe account. And the mom wrote a nice little message. She said, my daughter battled with depression, and she said depression is real. Mm-hmm. Any single mom or any parent reading this know that, I love you. Depression is real. Like, I understand that. Mm-hmm. She said, but know that, I'm now with my grandchildren who are without a mother, and understand what you're doing when you decide that I no longer want to be here.
Wow.
So
How so? Okay.
And it said she was 21. She was 21 years old. She was 21 years old. So we have to learn how to take stuff serious. Like I said, if somebody is reaching out for help, if somebody is posting something like that, if I see stuff like that, I try to inbox the person whether I know them or not. If they don't respond, the point is I you know what I'm saying? I
You
reached
did your
out.
part.
Yeah, I did my part.
Mhm.
And but sometimes, like you said, also, we have to stop being so self-absorbed. And I agree with you. I'm dealing with my own stuff. I can't deal with somebody else's stuff. People say that a lot. Nah, you're dealing with your stuff, but you have to be willing to step outside. We have to be willing to step
Yeah.
outside of ourselves and see if somebody else needs help.
Mm-hmm. Honestly speaking, like sometimes me being able to help somebody else helps me.
Yes, it does. Yes,
You
it
know,
does.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
it does. It does.
I don't know. What do you do? Like, I mean, I guess if you are trying to, you have somebody who is saying, I need help,
Mm-hmm.
and then you reach out to them and they're just not responsive to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess all you can do is like really plant the seed. And I think that, especially if it's somebody that's close in your circle,
Yeah.
don't just try just once. Because at first, we always and Renee and I, we go through this all the time. And she'll that's right, Patrice, plant the seed. She'll call me or she'll text me. She'll be like, what's up with you? And I'll be like, I'm good. She'll be like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I promise I am. She like, no, you're not.
But we need that one friend
Yeah.
or group, like you said, that we can be honest and transparent with.
Mhm.
Because I don't always have good days.
Right.
I'm not always up here. But
Right.
that's something that you can't show everybody. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You
Right.
have to have somebody that you can say, this is what's going on today. Like, this is this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm dealing with. You need that safe place.
Yes.
But so many people are so caught up on, like you said, this facade and this is my happy life, that you don't know what reality is and what's not reality.
Right.
But like
Right.
you said, find your community. So I am so grateful that I have that community, where I can be honest and transparent and I can get that back. Not, oh, Renee, you're supposed to be strong. What are you talking about? Come on now. No, I don't want
Yeah.
to hear that. I need you to tell me the truth and love.
Right.
But
Oh,
I need,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, I do. Because you try it, I'd be like, you'd be like, no, I'm good. I'd be like, girl, it's okay. Let the tears drop.
Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes we just need a good old cry.
We do.
And
But
then
you
just,
know what? We can get so used, and I know I went through this, to being strong.
yes.
And so used to being hurt, so used to pain, so used to
Oh, yeah.
God, that when pain comes, you don't know how to respond. And I
Yeah.
know for me, I had built up this wall of like hurt. Like when you've been hurt so much
Yeah.
that it doesn't even affect you anymore. And people are like, are you okay? Like,
Right. Right. Yeah, you just get numb to it.
you do.
And that's not a good place
to word.
That is not a good place
That
to
is
be.
the perfect word.
Yeah, it's not a good place to be.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that there was a time in my life where I had just become completely numb.
Yes.
And I began not even to like myself.
Yeah.
Because when I said I was numb, I was just like, I don't care. That's not a good place to be.
Yeah.
That's a scary place to be.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful It's okay for the strong person to have weak moments. Everybody does. And anybody who says that they've never had a weak moment or never been kind of sad or anything, stop lying.
Yeah.
Stop. Because I mean, that means that you have no emotions at all.
Yeah.
You don't. And it's okay. It, like I say all the time, it's okay to feel that way. Just don't get stuck there.
Yes.
You know, it's okay to be mad. Don't get stuck there.
Exactly.
It's okay to be sad. Just don't get stuck there.
Exactly.
You know, give yourself some time, and then you'll have good days, bad days. Cause I will. I just be like, I'm not having a good day today. But you know, that's where hey Amina, but that's where self-awareness comes in play.
Mm-hmm.
And not just self-awareness, because it's one thing to say, oh yeah, I know that, you know, this about myself, but you also have to do the work.
Yeah.
So it's good to have self-awareness,
Mm-hmm.
but then you have to act on it. So if you know all the time that and this is definitely not me, because sometimes I get in trouble for telling the truth too much. But if you know that you lie all the time,
and
you say, girl, I know I be lying. Stop it. I mean, at least try.
Yeah.
If it's something that you know that you've realized this about yourself, then just say, okay, why do I have to? That's right. Be honest with yourself. Why do I have to? Where am I lying about this?
Yeah.
Then you got to tell another lie to keep up with that lie.
Yes.
When you're so don't just be self-aware. Do the work. Do the
Yes.
work.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for our announcement?
I don't know. Well, sure. I am well, as you know. Well, no, you don't know. Well, if you were with us last year, so not will tell me then. We did it's the end of the season for us, right? We did make the hard decision to say, okay, we're gonna, and we were getting ready to push ourselves, but we need to, it's the end of the season. And we're going to take a break from doing our live shows. We will still be active on social media. So, you know, we'll still be posting, asking questions. Who knows? Maybe even do a challenge. But we'll still be active on social media. But we will not. Tonight is going to be the last live show. But we're not going anywhere. We will be back.
We will be
January.
Back. Yes.
We'll be back in January. But you know, just like with everything, you know, we want to make sure that we're presenting our best selves. Y'all do not consult with us. I'm voting no. Oh gosh, Tamiko and Patrice, no.
Oh,
no, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a break. We're going to spend some time with our families. We're going to spend some time working on ourselves and really being able to, when we come back in 2022, just, you know, bring the best of us back out. So we're still here.
We may pop on live. We may pop and just do a live for like a couple minutes every now and then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We still can
you
do
know,
that.
say, hey, how you doing?
Yes.
You know, around the holiday seasons, who knows? Because Angie and Renee, we're going to take some time off.
Yeah.
And really, you know, do some things. So we might just be like, what up? Yes, how you doing? So, but
we definitely had a good season this year. We had some phenomenal guests this year.
Yes, we did. Not does this count as depressing news, whatever. Oh my gosh.
What
But
am I
here's
going to
the
do on
thing.
Thursday at 7 p.m. now? We can pray, Tamika. We can call each other and pray. Me, you,
Ta-da!
Andy, Patrice, whoever else want to.
That's right.
We can take this time to pray.
Yes. But we do want you all to still reach out to us if you
Yes.
have any topics that you'd like to see in the next year. If you have any guests, we actually do have a few people who are interested in coming on the show. So we're going to reach out to them, see how they fit in with us. But if you have any guests, if you have any topics, keep them coming.
Yeah.
We'll still, like I said, we'll still be active. We just won't be doing a live show consistently every Thursday. But you can hit us in the DM.
Yep. And we may, I forgot, we may go live while we're on vacation just to tell everybody.
How you doing?
Yes, while we're on vacation.
Yes.
The week after next.
Girl, 2 weeks. I got my bag packed. What
Yes.
you mean?
So we may pop on to say hi from our location.
Yes.
So everybody can see where we are.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yes.
So Angie and Renee, we need to take a break. We need to rejuvenate, recuperate,
Yes.
do all that reads. So yes. But we're gonna come back strong.
We are. Yes, Tamiko, vacation. We are going to come back strong, and we ask everybody to just continue to, like Angie said, watch our Facebook page, watch our Instagram, YouTube. Don't forget we have the podcast now. If you missed any of the shows from this season, you can always go back and rewatch. You can always listen to the podcast. We have our individual pages, like Angie said. Send us a message. So you'll still see messages coming through, different things popping up on the page as well. But don't forget about us. Again, we're coming back 2022. Strong, focused, rededicated.
Yes.
If you're interested in being on the show, let us know. And
That's
who knows? We may, restrictions may be lifted. We may have a live show. Who knows?
Right.
We're working on some things for 2022.
Yes, we are. So, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna miss y'all.
Yes,
spending time with you all, but it's gonna be great.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. So, Angie, do you have an Angie moment to close us out for 2021?
I actually do. Make sure that during this time that you are checking on your loved ones. I know we did have a show about that, where we were talking about, checking on each other. And I want to reiterate that it's very important that we are checking on one another, but also during that time to check yourself.
Yes.
You wreck yourself. It is, we do a lot of hustling and bustling during this time. We're, going to visit with Thanksgiving. We have Christmas holidays coming up. We're out there in the mall, but we need to make sure that we're also taking the time to really pour into ourselves.
Yes.
And don't, like I said, don't just do the self-examination without doing the work of what whatever it is that you found. So make sure that you're getting enough rest. Make sure that you're pumping that vitamin C, the elderberry, the vitamin D. You're taking care of yourself. Go to the doctor if you haven't been in a while. Just get a checkup. You don't always have to go to the doctor just because you're feeling bad.
That's right.
We want to be proactive instead of reactive.
Yes.
So, check on yourself, not just your physical, but your mental and your spiritual. Get to know, and build a relationship with God. Read your Bible, pray more. Read a good book. Just take care of you. Check on your folks during this time, and just love on one another. During this season, I challenge you, and not just during this season, but every day of your life. I challenge you to share the love. And if you don't have any in you, then you need to make sure that you're going to go replenish, rejuvenate. And that's where that connection with Christ comes from. Because what? Jesus Christ is love. So love you, love others, and we just happy holidays, good days, all of that.
Yes. Yes, we will see you all in 2022.
Yeah.
Prayerfully, we'll see you all in 2022. Hey, Sister Beverly.
Hey, Sister Beverly. Yes. Peace and blessings to you all. We love you.
Yes.
And we will see you in 2022. Have a good night. Yes.